Welcome into Poppin Off! I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always is my good friend Ashley. And best friend Pete! I can't hear you.
You suck, Pete.
Pete's muted.
Just kidding, that's me.
Hashtag shut up Pete. It was in real life. Woo! Welcome into Poppin Off! Woo! The Thursday edition. I never get used to it. It's exciting every single Thursday.
Can
Like,
you guys call me Ricky Bobby?
why?
Because I like the name.
Do you just want two first names?
No, I like Ricky Bobby. You
What?
ever watched Talladega?
I have. I know.
Oh my God, don't you dare ever ask us if we've seen that movie, woman. Don't you dare ask.
Don't you go there, woman.
I think I've seen that movie multiple times just with Pete, let alone on my own.
I'm going to do my hands right now.
Oh my God. I just got.
What?
I just gotta.
What do I do?
I'm Ricky Bobby. If you don't chew Big Red, then you.
Yeah! Yeah, that's
Wait,
me.
first or last? Oh, Bobby, I was high when I said that.
My God, that would be me if I was like.
I just like when he's driving around with the mountain lion in his car.
Down, Karen! Yeah, I know so many lines from that movie, so it's okay. Like, I went through a Will Ferrell stage just like when I was younger, and I went through the Adam Sandler stage. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you have to-
Oh.
I
there was
had
that
an
Adam
argument.
Sandler stage,
Oh.
one after another, like good hit, good hit, good hit.
No,
Will
no,
Ferrell
no.
then had the same. Oh my God!
I
Oh,
have-
okay.
I had
Word.
an argument with I'll call him out because he's probably not gonna watch.
No.
Goes, one of the hosts from MMA Junkie Radio, the
No.
show that I work on Monday through Friday midday. I had an argument with him. He said Adam Sandler, not really any good movies. And I said, wait a minute.
So I would kind of say the same thing too.
And this is what I told
You
him.
were
I said,
born in 1994. You shut your mouth.
yeah, I said,
93.
I don't care what you say about Adam Sandler movies now. Because Adam Sandler movies now, I
Are
don't really
disgusting.
watch them. But don't you dare step on Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore,
51st Dates.
nah, even that's
No, I don't care. Billy Madison was great. Happy Gilmore was great. 51st Dates was great. Little Nicky is a gem.
Little Nicky's hilarious. That was one of the
that
ones
is-
I
okay,
said.
Fine, I'll give him that.
Big Daddy,
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
Big
Big
Daddy,
Daddy.
I'll give him that. Those are the two,
Those are-
like the
Those
only
all
two.
within the 90s.
But
What?
those are the only two that I like. Like Big Daddy and Little Nicky, like those are like. all right,
You
fine.
didn't like Billy Madison or Happy Gilmore?
Well,
We
yes,
have,
with
by the
Billy
way,
Madison.
we have so much to get to for today. I'll say the same thing that I always say, but we are not going to let this go.
No. I don't care if this takes the whole entire show right now. The Pops can wait
Sandler
right
is
now.
just corny.
But Adam Sandler in the 90s is what we're talking about.
And what was the 90s?
Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore,
What was
Little
the-
Nicky.
Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore came out like when you were literally 2.
So I didn't. I actually didn't see Billy Madison or Happy.
None
Gilmore.
of us.
It's it's absolutely worth it. You need to see it just
Yeah.
because it is such great. Like it was slapstick comedy, and in that sense,
At its
Adam
finest.
Sandler, yeah, at its finest. In the 90s version, Adam Sandler too. Like he was such kind of like the bad boy of comedy when it came to SNL then, because like people forget he got fired from SNL.
I did not know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Yeah,
Go ahead,
I
Pete.
really
Tell
didn't.
us the story.
I grew up watching the reruns of early like the early 90s versions of SNL. I watched them. They came on Comedy Central every day. It was like 2 of them every day, and
Yeah.
all summer long I'd watch the 90s versions.
Ooh.
I loved
Let Go.
Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, Tim Meadows,
Chris Farley,
David
of course.
Spade was even good then.
Kevin Nealon, David Spade. Like, yeah. That whole 90s cast was amazing.
David Spade, yes. Now David Spade looks like he's probably
He's dating
going
or
to-
he was dating Naya Rivera. Just
She's trying to distract us with Mumbo Jumbo.
putting that out
Go
there.
back.
and David Spade has a weird. He also has a weird fetish because I've heard like with a tall Amazonian women, like he goes after them. I've had friends get hit on by him. Like David Spade, yeah, because he's still been stuck in that a little bit. However,
Ooh, David
like,
Spade is like. All right, go ahead. I won't even make the joke.
Anyway,
I'm making a point about Adam Sandler here.
Adam Sandler and Chris Farley, though, they were kind of like the bad boys and everything. They were let go and released really from
And
SNL.
what about like Chris
because-
Rock? Like Chris Rock came out with that movie in the 90s. What was it called? Well, no, he's come out with plenty of movies to be quite honest. But
Chris
it's like
Rock in the 90s? What movie?
that movie, the one where he
Just
the
saying
guy
that
like
movie
dies.
doesn't really help.
He like dies. And
That
he-
was not 90s.
That was like
The
early
one where
2000?
where he dies
Coming
and,
back as like a
and
politician.
he
as a white
goes
guy?
he gets
Like a white
pushed
guy,
back
yeah.
into an old white guy's body.
Yeah.
That was like early 2000s. That was
Really?
not
I thought
90s.
it was like late 90s.
Because he's walking
And
down the
here's the thing.
steps in the golf uniform going dollar bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that scene. That was early 2000s. 110% that was early 2000s. I don't
Chris
remember the
Rock,
name of it.
yeah.
Down to Earth! Down to Earth!
Down to earth.
Whoa!
Chris Rock was good, and he was good. But Chris Rock, even then, he had more. He was still doing more stand up to that. Like he was still in the community with.
What about
within
like
that.
okay, so then what about like Eddie Murphy coming to America? We
She's
can't-
just trying
we
to
can't
distract
discredit-
us here. I don't know
we
what she's
can't-
saying.
No, it's not that. It's just we
No.
can't discredit everyone else because Adam Sandler said ha 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 in front of a camera. You know, he's not
Yeah,
really all that
but
I
famous.
feel like you're
now.
taking a point on
We have
something
to-
we
we have to-
were nowhere
yeah.
near.
I don't know what you're talking about. They're waves right now because Eddie Murphy though was hot right then in the '80s again.
Eddie Murphy
through
was
SNL.
phenomenal on SNL also. We're not even discrediting that generation. That was the generation before.
Maybe it's just because I personally hate. Not that I hate Adam Sandler, but it's just I don't know. I feel like his career
His
is
movies
so.
are trash now.
Yeah.
I admit that.
No one is
Ashley,
arguing
watch
with
Spanglish.
Yeah. Oh, I love Spanglish.
Ashley. No one is arguing with
Watch
you
Rain
on.
Over Me.
Yeah.
But I love Salma Hayek. That's why.
No one is arguing with you, Adam Sandler. Now.
Yeah,
we're
he's
telling
trash.
you that '90s Adam Sandler you should have checked
Whoa, I
out.
was like a minute old. So there you go.
You should go back and watch it now. Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore. That's all I want you to watch.
Yeah, but the same with your argument. Like Eddie Murphy's trash now.
That's
I
true.
can use
He
that
is
right
trash.
now.
He's fat
Eddie
and bloated.
Murphy's trash now.
All right,
Yeah,
guys.
fine.
Come back after this. We
Now
got
we have Pete Davidson.
the return of the pop segment.
His
I'm
face.
proud of him now.
Come back to me.
I'm proud
Come back to
of
me. All right, guys. We'll be back after this.
Thanks. I think someone has a crush on you.
Okay, who?
Let's make a game of it. One of these is a lie. He's 6'4". He collects stuffed exotic birds. He spends his free time trying to save lives.
Are you talking about Kevin?
Yeah! He's a registered bone marrow donor. Last week he got a call. He might be a match.
He's so cute. Oh, he is.
You could be a life-saving match for a patient with blood cancer. Learn more at dkms.org.
Have you ever wanted to have a fantasy expert in the palm of your hand? Or better yet, in the pocket of your khakis? Well, check it out. Now you can. It's the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app. Download it now to your phone, we promise. No weird viruses, no strange tracking things. Just 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of pure fantasy knowledge dropping all over your head. It's the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app. Stop being a weirdo and streaming it online. Get it on your phone. Take it with you everywhere you go.
Yeah! Welcome into Poppin Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always is my good friend Ashley.
I
best friend
was
Pete.
texting.
I know what the theme is for the 8-bit songs of the week. I already know it. Can I 8-bit Michael Jackson songs. Yeah!
I couldn't tell. You have a good ear.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Black or
You
white?
couldn't tell? I haven't did the
If it's
Michael
black or
Jackson
white.
thing. When this,
I
come
know.
on.
I don't know.
If you don't know it, you're ignorant. That's ignorant.
All
I
right.
love you, Pavona.
So it is the pop segment of the night. I won't say of the week. I decided, so last night we brought in the very first flocked one that we've ever used. Tonight we're bringing in the very first Mega Man, the golden Mega Man, very first gold pop, actually. I mean, we had the gold BB-8, but that didn't really count. It was shiny gold. This one is golden Mega Man. This was part...
Mega Man.
This is Mega Man theme, by the way.
You're a Mega Man.
This was part of the GameStop exclusive Black Friday boxes. He was like the chase variant. Like you won in like every X box had the chance of finding him.
Oh, so you won him?
I didn't. I bought him. I didn't buy him. I traded for him.
I'm not lucky. I just bought him.
I traded for him.
Oh, cool. What'd you trade?
I forget. It was a while ago, but I've had him for a while. I keep trying to like...
You forgot what pop you traded?
Yeah.
Got rid of it for a reason, girl.
Hurtful. They all have feelings, even though they're all
Not me.
manufactured in the
Forget
same
my ex.
place.
I got rid of them for a reason.
Yeah, I moved on to bigger and better things.
Ooh.
Gold Mega Man.
Ooh.
You want to look up gold Mega Man? See what he's worth now?
I guess.
You bought the Black Friday boxes. I believe they were $20 each. I can't remember now. $20 ish each.
It's not coming up.
Just put Mega Man.
M-E.
She got it that time. She got it that time.
Because I put gold Mega Man and I couldn't find anything. So I'm like, what is going on? I still can't find him. That's weird. He's not listed. Ooh.
I think you have to type it in the way that they're typing it in. Two words.
Oh.
Mega and Man.
Oh.
Anyway, so there are a lot of collectors that really want this pop. I have offered him up as part of trades. I don't like to just buy pops like secondhand. I like to try to trade because I don't need all of my
secondhand.
pops. Thank you.
Words.
Anyway, I don't like to just buy pops. I would rather, if there's an option for me to trade to somebody who really wants something, and for me to get something that I really want, I'm all in. And I've put this guy up a bunch of times, and I get a lot of lowball offers, or I get a lot of people going, "Oh, it's really cool," but I don't collect Mega Man.
Nah, I'm okay.
What's up?
So right now, yeah. So the highest value that you can possibly buy it is $67 to about $69. The average price being about $45 to about $56. I want to say.
I'm
honestly.
seeing in big green letters, $55.
For some strange reason, though, like in the past, I don't know if he's going up in popularity, but like in the past 30 days, he's actually gone up in value. So
because they've released so many other gold ones, and I'm sure that there's going to come to a point where it's going to be like that value will go up if you have all of the gold Funkos that were presented.
I am legit. Wait. I am legit so proud of Pete right now for that. Because before he was like completely clueless when it came to Funko and the value and everything. So now he knows exactly what we're talking about and what we're doing.
Yeah, because I get paid for a living to monitor trends, and that's just a trend.
Oh,
So
why you gotta drag it out?
That was just my Rain Man stuff going like, hey, Pete, you should chime in on this one. Okay. I'm ready for the next fart joke.
I will say this
fart
before we go to the fart jokes. I will say this. Big shout outs to one of my roommates. His name is Andy. He kind of got me early onto the Mega Man trend. He said, "Look, they're gonna start releasing Mega Man. You should get all of them while you can, while they're really easy to get, while they're like $10 each or whatever. And then later you can sell them as an entire collection. Because some people are just like, you know what? I love Mega Man. I just want to buy the entire collection. So it's worth more together than it is apart. So like right now,
like, do you have?
I have all of the available Mega Man.
Oh, this guy is on. I forgot. Whoopsies. Oh no, I turned it off.
You have all the available Mega Man?
Yeah, there's Fire, Ice, Boomerang, Bomber Mega Man, Gold Mega Man, and I think Original.
Danny Mega Man.
I wish there was a Danny Mega Man.
Get Mega Man, Mega Man,
Ultra
Gold
Mega Man.
There's Yellow Mega Man.
But no,
there's Orange Mega Man.
There are
There's
people
all sorts of them.
that want to collect the entire line, and sometimes the easiest way for them to get into it is say like, hey, I'm interested in Mega Man. Show me what you got, and
You're
then
like
they'll
this.
buy
You
the
like
whole thing.
present the pop. You're like, so I have this gold one, but look what else I have. I have the whole collection.
I can start your collection right now.
I can make
How
your
many doubles
life.
do you have?
What?
How many doubles do you have?
None.
I thought you had the Homer Simpson double. Did you already sell the other one?
No, I thought.
No, I meant just a Mega Man.
Just Mega Man.
Oh, I thought you were generally speaking. I'm sorry. Do you
No.
have any doubles like in your collection overall?
Just 2 homers. That's it. And that was all by chance. Like, that was my first raffle ever. I didn't think I was gonna win, number one. Number two, I thought this was gonna be the only homer.
You got lucky.
Yeah, I got super lucky.
So give me this hypothetical situation. You walk into a room, some guy's got a bunch of pops, all the pops that you want. Okay?
But he has-
And hypothetically, we're going into New York. You walk in there, you're like, you know what? I'm looking to make a trade. I got an extra homer, and I got a whole fleet of Mega Mans. What would you trade that collection and your backup homer for? What would be your grail?
Yeah, like what's your whole? Not even okay. So we're gonna do 2 questions. What would you trade all that crap for? And then what would you like? What would be like your holy grail? Like something that you're just fighting for to this day.
I think like
love
right
his
now
face.
that
He's like-
that's within like reach.
Yeah.
Is the 3-pack from Scott Pilgrim versus the World? It's the band Sex Bomb. There's a 3-pack that came out like right when I was starting to collect, so I passed on it because I didn't really understand like trends and stuff. I could have got it for retail price, which was I believe at the time when it first came out was like $40 or something like that, and now it's like $200 to $300.
That's your holy grail, you're saying, or that you would
That
trade
right
your
now,
Mega Man for.
I could easily trade all of the Mega Man and Homer for. Like
Okay.
that would equal the prices. Like
And
if
then
I could
what's-
find somebody.
What's your holy grail?
Overall, Holy Grail, like something that I'll never get is probably the original Red Skull from the original Captain America. He's worth over $600.
You know, honestly,
And he's one of the like before people really started collect. Like Sully might have him, and big shout outs to Sully. I know he's in the Facebook chat or the Facebook group and everything like that.
yeah, we should have some like
So-
previews, right?
What'd you say?
Maybe I said we might have some previews for like Comic-Con next week.
I don't want to throw anything out there for sure because I haven't officially
gonna have
talked to
our
Sully.
estimates.
We're gonna have previews for San Diego Comic-Con for sure, but I believe we might be getting Sully the week after San Diego Comic-Con to give a wrap up and everything like that. Maybe by then he has pops that are worth over $600. The original Sully is worth over $600. and
Really?
We know he has that one. Yeah, absolutely. But Red Skull came out the year of Captain America movie, so that one is worth over $600. That one is
It's
one.
$800.
What?
Ooh,
What?
$800.
the Red Skull.
I was just like, oh,
The original Sully?
Red Skull #7 Marvel vinyl bobblehead.
Oh, I found one for $6.
Oh, I'm looking at one that's $840.
Oh, you're on eBay?
That was for one. That was for Amazon. The
Oh yeah, no,
Mercari-
Amazon's gonna go like the highest seller. But
we've mentioned Mercari or whatever as another like third party thing that we sell, and this one's in New York, and it went up on June 9th, and it's for $800.
That's intense.
The last one I saw was last week was $610. Ash, look, you got Pop price guide up right now.
Yeah,
Just type in Red Skull, 2 words. There we go, Red Skull. Yeah.
I wish I could flip you off on air, but I can't.
Bring the page up. I see it.
$650.
There we go.
Dude,
Pretty close. Pretty close.
that's
But
so.
that's one of the ones that's definitely out of my reach. There are a couple other ones that are way out of my reach, but I would only get them like just to be like, oh, yeah, I got one. There's Flavor Flav, which I think is hilarious.
That is hilarious.
He's got
We
a
made pop out
giant,
of him.
yeah, giant clock. There's Tupac. There's an original Biggie.
Oh,
Yeah, these are ones that are
Andy.
like $800-$900.
We should buy these. What are we doing?
Yeah, maybe if everyone wants to donate to buy them, they're
You know
super
what would be
expensive.
great? Honestly, I'm actually really curious as to see like what everyone else's like holy grail is. Honestly, if you could put it in the chat. You
That
put it
would
in the
be awesome,
group.
actually,
Like,
yeah.
Honestly, in the group too, because I know we can add pictures and stuff. Like, I want to see specifically what you've been hunting for and what you would really want. Honestly, that'd be great.
I know. Strong Style. The 2 lines that he follows the most are Dragon Ball Z and Power Rangers. And Power Rangers, the OG Power Rangers are way up there.
Really?
There's an original White Ranger that glows in the dark, and it's from San Diego Comic-Con from years back, and that's like $500-$600. So
Okay.
that's one of them, and
That's like a flight.
one of the Vegetas, one of your favorite characters.
Vegeta.
One of the Vegetas
Vegeta.
is worth like $600, I think, too. So,
Wow.
yeah, the older ones are pretty crazy.
Oh my God. Apparently they used to sell pops at Urban Outfitters a while ago. I didn't know
I
that.
Did not know that at all.
Yeah,
And
Andy
it's
just
so
texted me
weird
that.
when you're not collecting pops that you see them places and you don't think about it, and then years later, if you're like, oh, I can't believe I saw all those.
I should have bought them.
Anyway, guys,
Pete is
All right.
trying to reserve his Tinder date over there. Snapping.
I'm looking up the weirdest Funko Pops imaginable.
there are some
Ooh, yes,
Clockwork.
Pete.
Oh my
Clockwork.
God, there's a Ricky Road one.
Yeah, Clockwork Orange one is worth like 10 grand or something like that. All right, guys, coming back after this, we'll get into some hashtag trending. We'll get into some movie news, Netflix and Spill that we didn't get to yesterday. We do have a special guest in
I'm
the.
just gonna keep my face like this.
Stand by, coming back after this.
Hi, I'm Bleep Blop.
I'm Derpador.
And we're from the planet Jimmy G-112.
Our planet is named after 49er quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo. This is consensus #1 pick in all our fantasy football drafts.
Even when he was the New England backup.
But some of our planet's inhabitants got a hold of the Roto Experts' exclusive Edge draft package, and they learned a whole lot. Like Jimmy isn't even the best quarterback, let alone player.
Yes, he is.
But we can wait on picking him until the 7th or 8th round.
So we're here on Earth to get our copy of the Roto Experts' exclusive Edge draft package, which includes full season access. That's right.
And we're told if we use code SPACESHIP, we'll get 10% off.
And then we'll return to Jimmy G-112 prepared and ready to dominate.
Did we mention last place finisher gets fed to the Floxer monster as a sacrifice?
We need this package, and you might too.
You'll never know when your league may drastically change its rules.
Roto Expert exclusive Edge package, it'll help you win. Get 10% off with Spaceship.
And tell them Derpador sent you.
All hail Jimmy Garoppolo.
Welcome back to Poppin Off! I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always, and my best friend Pete! It's my cousin Petey!
Dude, I've just been looking at
I know, over the break. They do have Ruby Rod. My roommate has him. I tried to trade for him because I really wanted this one. Pete sent, by the way, over the break, Pete sent a list of the strangest Funko Pops. Ruby Rod, he's not super expensive yet. Like, you can get him for, like, in the price range of, I've seen him for, like, $38, and then the most I've seen him is, like, $60 to $70. But my roommate has one, and I was so close to trading for him because I had something that my roommate really wanted, and at the last minute, he was like, nah, I'm not going to trade for him. I was like, all right, fine. But he's one that I definitely want. It's the leopard one, like he's wearing the leopard jumpsuit and has the microphone cane thing. Yeah.
Yep.
I totally want
there's
him.
There's Frankenfurter. There's I mean, and
you saw Tupac. Tupac's on this list too.
Yeah, Tupac's on the first list. The second list I gave you though was just and my friend has Pinhead and stuff like that. But I saw Krampus.
I do have
Sharknado.
I have a Michael Jackson pop. Which would have been super apt for tonight. I did not know that the 8-bit was going to be the theme of tonight, but I do. I have one of the Michael Jackson pops. I traded for that too. Actually, that was part of a trade. Some dude he really wanted something that I had, and I was like, I liked one thing that he really had, and he also had Michael Jackson. He was like, "Do you like Michael Jackson?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'll throw that in."
Just
and I was
like that. Did you say exactly like that? You were like, "Yeah,
yeah."
Nice poopy word.
But yeah, there are a lot of crazy ones. I know one of the most expensive ones overall is a clockwork orange pop. I think was worth over $10,000.
Sorry to interrupt. The girls had to.
Well, welcome back.
The girls had to potty.
Now it just sounds like you're referring to yourself as two persons because we have not introduced any other person.
We can.
Could.
Very briefly. Take 2 seconds. My bathroom buddy for the day.
That's what women actually do. They actually teamwork to the bathroom. You know, it's a struggle out there. The struggle is real.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Pete would never come to the bathroom.
Here we go.
I would go to the bathroom with you while you're dropping a deuce, give you a high five. Way to go. Way to show that number 2 who is the boss.
Well, I've done that.
Who we introducing?
With my guy, because I only have guy best friends. So my guy best friends, there's one in particular. His name is Travis. We literally sat in the same bathroom while he was pooping and I was taking a shower, and vice versa. So it was great.
As you FaceTime me when you were peeing.
That's true.
A couple weeks ago.
That's very true. I was, but I was drunk. That? So it was my defense. I was very drunk. I was in the hotel bathroom. And
I don't know if I'm more grossed out or more.
He's okay with it.
Glad that
she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom." I was like, "Yeah, cool. It's whatever. Let's just finish this conversation." And then I'm like, "Oh wait, no. She is legit squatting right now in this bathroom."
Because I warned him though. I was like, "Hey, Pete."
You gave me a heads up.
I was like, "Pete, if we don't get off this conversation right now, you're gonna see me squat and pee." And I have no kind of like shame at all, honestly.
And I was just like, it's dark out, tinkle, tinkle, little star. Let's just go. Yeah.
There's the two things that I feel like will bring a friendship together. Arguing. I feel like arguing somehow, like you get angry enough at a person and then that breaks like a lot of barriers. And also using the bathroom together. Honest to God. Those are like two fundamental parts of the relationship, of a friendship.
I know you've been using the bathroom when we've done show prep and you've been in the bathroom because you've told them.
I've threatened that. I've said if you
Not
don't
threatened,
hang
you've
up right
done
now,
it.
you're gonna
I know
hear
it.
me
You've
drop
done
a
it.
deuce.
Anyway.
Like, just letting you know right now.
Pete, going back to this list, the weirdest thing about this is there is a Sharknado, but there is a chase version of Sharknado where there is blood all over Sharknado's face, and in the tornado thing, there's actually blood in it too.
Can you guys let me know? You know what I'm really curious about? What's Big Boy? I always see that like as a.
That's a restaurant. He's an ad icon from a restaurant.
What restaurant?
Big Boy. Bob's Big Boy.
But what is it? Like burgers and such?
It's almost like a Denny's or an IHOP.
Is it here in the East Coast or like
It
West
was.
Coast?
It's there's not too many more on the East Coast anymore. It's more Midwest and stuff like that. But growing up when I was a little kid, there was definitely one in Northern Virginia.
Ooh. Is it like a Waffle House?
They were known for the original like two patties, like double-decker burger. Like that's what they were known for.
It was very much like an IHOP where you could get breakfast anytime, but you could also get like regular meal food too.
I had White Castle today. I feel disgusting.
That's super gross.
I miss it.
Dude, I love White Castle.
How do you miss White Castle? White Castle
It's so good.
What?
Dude, White Castle was the fast food that I would like cheat on and like that. If I
you don't like it? Oh
no, I know, I love it.
No, not you. I'm talking to someone else in the studio. I'm giving her a little spotlight. She agrees with Danny. Look at them already agreeing.
Let's roll with that intro.
Thank you. So there's I've been trying to introduce this person
how about
for
you
like
introduce
a whole
your bathroom
segment
buddy?
and a half now, and he won't let me.
Before you get to it, as Ashley preps for that, Chris will prep his little thing that he'll have for an introduction right after Ashley goes ahead and gives her something. Go for
So
it,
Chris,
Ashley.
get that ready. Let's do this rolling. So there's
I
an
don't like what's
amazing
happening.
person in the studio that I went to go use the bathroom with. That she's amazing. We've all been talking it up, chatting it up, and we're gonna go somewhere
Use
soon.
the bathroom together.
Yeah, we did. We do friendships built in bathrooms. What do you want? So, anyways, she is a good friend of Danny's. I will leave it at that. And Pavona, is the music ready? Do we have this?
How does Pavona have music? What is happening?
Shh. This is out of your control. Danny hates when things are out of his control. We got this.
I hate that.
We got
You're right.
this.
He's not playing
We
any
got
music
this.
because he has no idea what you're playing.
You don't know that.
I hear silence.
Damn it. There we go.
Nothing.
There we go.
Silence it
the
is.
The co-host is pulling through with this stuff.
No, he's silent.
He said 1 sec. He did. I tell you. Pete, you wanna share some nice things?
I am all about this. I've been hearing very nice things.
Oh! I hear it. Co-host powers are pouring through. And there she is! Look how cute she is! Say hi. Just wave.
Oh, adorable!
Right? Come back to us.
Thank you.
We don't want to overwhelm her, guys. We don't want to do this. Like,
What's your tattoo though?
her tattoo. No, don't do that, Pete. Pete, no.
Which tattoo? She's got a lot of tattoos.
I have too
Right
many.
here, the one that's on the camera right away.
Okay, fine. We can. You want to talk about that? Is that okay?
Oh, that's one of the new ones.
I just want to throw the camera back onto her.
That's from Hostel.
Ooh, look at that. There you go, Pete.
Ooh.
You're happy?
Thank you.
Come back.
We just learned. Okay, but
probably
we have
sweating in her seat right now.
Sorry, I didn't want it to make Danny shy.
Oh, that's they want to make sure.
She's got blue hair and a red face. Oh, Danny. Oh.
Look at him, Pete. Look at him. Look at her. Look at these little cheeks. Look at these little cheeks. Look at these little cheeks. I love you.
I'm so proud.
We're so good friends.
That is hilarious.
I don't like anything that's happening right now.
Look how cute he is. Look at cute. Look at it. I just want to take him and put him in my pocket. Look at him. Gucci.
Are you trying to do
Gucci
like?
goo.
He's the cutest.
Isn't he? Thank you.
He's so adorable.
Yes.
Okay, and what is this fair lady's name?
Yes.
Jenny.
Ooh, she said it for herself. She was like, Danny doesn't have to introduce me. I'm going to introduce myself.
She is a strong, independent woman.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, Jenny, welcome to the show.
Yes.
As you can tell, we're a hoot.
We're a hot mess. But
Well,
we're
very
fun.
nice to meet you. I've heard really good things about you too. So.
Yay!
I've told her all
Very
bad
good to
things
meet
about
you.
both of you, for sure.
But I'm a nice person.
Nah, he's
What?
kidding. He said good things.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm a good person. I'm a good person. So, are we gonna be Are we gonna get her involved in some of our gossip? Are we gonna Netflix and spill? Or
Yeah.
We only have a little bit of time left, so
Well-
I want to hear her start weighing in on.
Yeah, we'll
to
we'll
come back
open
really
we'll open the
briefly.
next
Well,
segment
I-
up to everybody.
How much is the Scarface pop? That one I want to get.
Ooh, I'll search that up now. On the break.
I've been looking. Don't worry, I'll show you stuff. All right, guys, coming back after this. I promise we'll get to some hashtag trending. We'll get to some Netflix and spill. We got a lot of news. Also, Ant-Man and Wasp was incredible. I
still
saw it.
haven't seen it. Pete
I'll give a
hasn't seen it.
non-spoilers review. Pete made me spoil it for him. Coming back after this. Stay tuned. More Poppin' Off.
Are you new to daily fantasy? Are you a veteran? Either way, you can better your chances of winning money, and lots of it, by going to dailyroto.com. Multiple people have become millionaires thanks to the guys at Daily Roto. Why not take advice from the experts? You can become a millionaire too. Just go to dailyroto.com to rock daily fantasy sports.
It's Poppin' Off.
Everyone was so pissed off about IHOP that they're changing their name back to IHOP. And they're saying that it was just, they were just trying to promote their burgers, but that is a lie. It was a terrible marketing move.
Did they do what they set out to do, though? They got a lot of just pre-made press because of it.
I think it was all just a giant publicity stunt.
So did they just, they achieve, they win either way?
I don't know. I think it was poorly executed, maybe.
Actually, that was a really excellent hop.
Thank you.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Welcome back into Poppin' Off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always is my good friend Ashley.
Billie Jean.
Is it?
No.
No.
I knew you were kidding.
And our best friend Pete.
That's me. And my mic, when it's not plugged in, I have to go and do this, so my audio might be different. But that's me.
Oh, I wanted to say this. So if anyone's been keeping up with this, but the world's ugliest dog died.
But
a really
But
ugly...
isn't that like the same kind of title as world oldest person? So like the oldest person dies and then just goes to the next oldest
because
person.
technically speaking, he was under the Guinness World Book records of like the
So is the oldest person in the world.
No, the ugliest dog.
I know.
not
So it just goes
oldest.
to the next person.
No,
Or the next dog.
No, the dog has to be equally ugly. It's not about age. It's about how
I know.
ugly you are.
What I'm saying is the second ugliest dog then becomes the ugliest dog.
Yeah. So, but still, we gotta say, it's sad. Little English bulldog died.
No, it looks ugly as. I wanted to say another word, but it looks ugly as crap.
You know what's ugly? All the hairless cats that you sent.
I love hair. Jenny loves hairless cats too.
I want to get one.
See?
Yeah.
See?
I've been wanting to get one for a long time.
She understands
but,
me.
But the mini ones, the one with the short legs.
Yeah, the little stubby
the
legs. Yeah.
munchkins, those are so adorable.
Oh my
Oh my god.
I do
Jenny's
want a munchkin
allowed to
cat.
feel that way because she doesn't have a pair of testicles. Danny,
I don't
you
have
do.
testicles.
Yeah, well, no, you don't like them either, so I get that. But like, I can't look at that cat without thinking. Like, you sent one of the terrible photos that you sent, Danny.
I sent an incredible one to Ashley today. I left you out of it out of respect. But it was a
There
hairless.
was one that looked like a stretched nutsack.
That's very true. Like it was literally sitting down and just relaxing.
It had a towel around its head.
Oh, I thought it had
And
like a
grumpy
turtleneck
face.
on or something.
No, it had a hair turban. Like
Show that
thing.
camera to me.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, look, it's got like a hair thing on its head.
That's Danny in the mornings.
No, it looks like you took your testicles and you did the bat thing, and you just took a marker and you painted a little cute face on it, and you were just like, "Hey, guess what, girl?
You don't have to
Hairless
suck
cat."
on these. You can pet them.
I want to get the grumpiest looking hairless cat ever.
Pete, I'm so sad. I want to see you in person. We would like vibe out so hard. Wait. Have you ever seen the Friends episode where Rachel buys a hairless cat for like $2,000?
No.
And no one refers to it as a cat. Like Joey's like, that's not a cat. And then like they go to a scene of like a frozen turkey sitting in the middle of the table. And
I agree.
They all
look
thought
like
it was a cat. And it was like, no, that's just a frozen turkey. The cat's napping. I'm like, that would be your life. Like if I went over for Thanksgiving, I'm like, are we cooking your cat for food?
I think a hairless cat and 11 would get along perfect.
Your hairless cat is freaking hairless. Your cat right now, 11, is super hateful.
That picture is for him. Show him that picture.
Send it to the chat
that
so
explains
Pete can
everything
share
that he's talking about for like
Send it
10
to Pete,
minutes.
And Pete is going to share that on the chat. Jenny just gave us a glorious picture that makes so much sense. Honest to God.
It's
Pete,
a hairless
share it.
cat with his ball sack hanging over.
Share it, Pete. It's your duty as a co-host.
Oh, that's
Wait,
awesome.
are you gonna text it to me? I like getting text pictures,
No,
but not of.
We message
cat
you
testicles.
things.
I mean, I'll send it
No,
to you,
it's
but
full-blown cat
I can guarantee you're not gonna like it because you don't like any of the hairless cat pictures that I send you on a normal basis.
No, I don't like any hairless cat. I mean,
Isn't that what I just said? Literally, that's what I just said.
You just said any of the hairless cat photos. Like I'm against the photos that you send.
We just sent it
I just
to
don't
you.
like hairless cats.
Go see it and share it.
So
to
anyway,
the world.
the
How does that not look
Share
the same?
Share it. Share it. Wait, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. No, the other way. Yep. Look at his ball sacks right there. It looks like a turkey trying to twerk on you.
Oh my God.
That is disgusting.
It just looks like it's two little baby hairless cats right attached to another hairless cat. That's all. It's a whole field of testicles.
The picture that I sent Ashley today, and I kept you out of it, was a hairless dog and a hairless cat playing together.
Yeah, and I was like, that's just disturbing.
I was like, this is an incredible picture. I was like, I would adopt both of these.
Nope.
Now.
I would adopt a hairless dog. Listen, I love the movie Coco. I would adopt a hairless dog. Name my little.
With this Coco thing. You know,
have you seen it yet?
Pete, because you've said that you've cried multiple times watching Coco, Andy, the video producer, is just like, we have to see it. Like, we have to see
it's
it.
on Netflix. It's not like a thing you have to go out and see. You have not watched it.
I know.
And your whole entire view is going to change because then every time I bring up the movie Coco, you're going to be like, oh, Coco. Oh, the mighty Cholo dog. Oh, Coco. No, you're going to say it every single time because the movie's beautiful. Jenny, you should get Danny to watch it. Unless you've already seen it, then I know you're a great person.
I've never watched it. No.
Okay,
By the
we
way,
need to talk.
Pete, this might
I'll watch
add.
it.
Weekend rainy day movie. Wee-wee.
By the way, Pete, I do have to add this. So, Jenny has not seen Rick and Morty, but I showed her the portal gun, and she said, I have not seen that yet. I need to watch it. So she's totally in for it. So I'm showing her Rick and Morty.
I love The Office. That's what I
that's
watch
one of her
all
favorites.
the time.
Have you seen Parks and Recs?
No.
You'll like that too.
I'll show you Parks and Rec, too.
And
All right.
30 Rock.
And 30 Rock.
Baby Mama. And anything with Tina Fey in it. Love Tina Fey.
All right.
Yeah, she's funny.
All right. Can we get some Netflix and spill? I'm very excited about some of this stuff.
I guess.
How about a Mortal Kombat reboot?
Like
Would
the
love it.
game or the movie?
The movie.
Would love it.
Apparently that is
I'm so for
scheduled,
that.
and I have a link to the character breakdown for the new reboot of Mortal Kombat.
That's like saying Power Rangers the movie is going to come out again. I'm just
It
not
did.
excited for it. That's what I'm saying. Again.
It did.
I'm just not. When I'm not interested in something, I'm going to look at my nails.
Didn't they
from now
sign
on.
like a five
It's 7-movie deal.
7-movie deal. There's going to
But
be
it's- no.
many more Power Rangers.
I don't think they're gonna go to the full extent of 7. I think they're probably gonna cap that at like 3 or 4. But I'm excited for Mortal Kombat because you have to think about this. Like when Mortal Kombat was made, they adapted it from the video game. But like that movie was made for CGI. That movie was made for that kind of stuff. So imagine it now. I'm stoked about it. Like,
Dude,
I'm stoked for
Scorpion
Avatar
scared the
2.
crap out of me even back then when he shot the thing out of his wrist in the movie, even back then.
Yeah, and it was like, and they would pull its face off. Yeah,
It's not ropes.
Little animal rope.
They made him into like little like chomper. Yeah.
Did you ever see the YouTube series?
Yes.
No.
Yes. It was like retaliate.
Michael Jai White.
What was
Was
it
a part
called?
of
It was
it.
Mortal Kombat. I know it started with an R. Retaliation, Reanimation.
I think that was that was the second, but it was from Machinima that did it, or
Right,
whatever. that
right.
was
I
called.
forget what it was called, but it started with an R. It was Mortal Kombat something.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat YouTube. So I had the DVD, which they compress everything into one movie.
Andy said
but
rebirth.
that was also
I don't know what that means.
What?
Andy said rebirth. I don't know what that
That's
means.
what it was. Mortal Kombat
You need to
Rebirth.
save. Listen, you need to start listening to Andy, and you need to watch Coco. You guys, listen. You know how to set this up too. You go home, you relax a little bit, you sip on a little bit of a drink. You have, I don't know, some Pineapple Express or something with you, and then you watch Coco. You embrace Coco. You cry at Coco, and then you go call up your family and be like, "I love you."
What?
Thank me later. Don't worry, I'll wait.
All right.
I'll watch it.
Moving on. Indiana Jones 5 is going to start filming. It's set to come out in 2021. I love
Well, okay.
I love
Oh,
the
you know what
first
else is
3
coming out?
Indiana Jones. Hold on.
Oh, go for it. Go for it.
I love the first 3 Indiana Jones. Like the Raiders of the Lost Ark is probably one of like my top 10 favorite movies of all time. Last Crusade's amazing.
Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom's
Anam
great.
Shiva, Anam Shiva, Anam Shiva.
Minus Steven Spielberg's wife. Temple of Doom's great. But Indiana Jones Crystal Skull.
Listen, I liked what they were trying to do though with that, because they were trying to set Shia LaBeouf up to take over. Which, you know what? I praise the effort, and the Crystal
didn't
Skull
work.
thing was yes, it didn't work at all. And the Crystal Skull thing, the idea of that was phenomenal to bring that in, because that is actually a really good conspiracy and actual.
But did you hear? But here's the thing. Did you hear what it was supposed to be?
No.
It was supposed to be where they go to the center of the earth and they find out that the Nazis still exist and there are dinosaurs, and the Nazis are trying to are getting control of the dinosaurs, and they're gonna try. And in Indy's, it has to stop the plot of the Nazis again, and that was all. Like they said no to it. But that was the original Indiana Jones 4. That's what it was originally supposed to be. Nazis and dinosaurs in the center of the earth.
Yeah, I would have rather taken a hammer to my testicles.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think at least the Crystal Skull thing, you can follow that, and actually that's historical. That you can trace stuff like that. I can't trace Nazis riding a T-Rex and being like, "Oh my God, that!"
There are a ton of conspiracies about
Nazis with
about
the
like
T-Rex.
creatures living in the
Do you
center of the
hear
earth.
that?
Yes, and Nazis living in Argentina. I know that. That's actually a huge. There's actually a huge German population in Argentina.
There
Mind
is.
you, also.
All right, guys,
There's also
come back after this. We'll wrap everything up. Stand by.
Mission Impossible is coming out
More popping off.
again.
Scientology.
The sharpest fantasy sports minds are now available 24/7 straight from your mobile device. Download the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app and listen live or on demand to the finest tips, strategies, and advice from your favorite fantasy personalities. It's free and available for both iOS and Android devices. Your life isn't slowing down, so why should your fantasy sports? Head to fntsy.com/radio and download the Fantasy Sports Radio Network app today.
It's Poppin' Off.
You can listen to all of our episodes
Since day one.
on iTunes or Spotify or
Listen
Google
to all
Play.
of our errors and the crap that we talked about.
Yeah, I
Spotify.
searched the other day. We're on Spotify. I'm on Spotify for 2 different reasons now: my band and this show. I can look at myself twice on Spotify.
You're famous. You're
I know, right?
like a Y-list or celebrity.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Oh man.
Watch live on the FNTSY YouTube stream.
Look at the man in the mirror. Look at the popping off. I am Danny Otto. Joining with me as always is hashtag didn't watch it. And my best friend Pete.
And that's me. But that might have been one of my favorite promos at Christmas time. I
That's
really
pretty
like
good.
that one. I want to take that one. I want to throw that one over my Spotify post and make it happen.
All right. Producer Chris, send those to us. We'll make some stuff. Thank you.
Great.
All right. So we don't have a lot of time. I want to speed through a couple other things that I think are still interesting. So, Ant-Man 2. Ant-Man and Wasp, Ant-Man 2. I saw it opening night with my guitarist. We kind of, that standing, like, invitation is like all right, opening night for Marvel movies. Like, that's our thing now. I loved it.
You could bring Jenny now. It'd be great.
I can get you caught up. We got to watch like 18 movies.
It's okay. You could take a really good nap. Really good nap.
Wow.
It's okay.
Wow.
It's true. It's true.
Anyway, I loved Ant-Man 2. I thought it was great. There are a lot of people that said it wasn't as good as the first one. I thought it was just as good as the first one because I think they didn't use the same jokes, but it was the same kind of jokey, like where he's kind of the comic relief. He's not like the brooding action star who's always serious and everything. He's kind of the sarcastic one. He adds the element of comedy. He adds that little underhanded comment that like you realize, all right, this guy's funny.
You know what's my concern? Because I've seen quite a few trailers. I've seen a few like scenes.
I guarantee you don't know what's happening.
Okay, that was my biggest concern. Like, I feel like they let a lot out during the trailer, so I'm wondering if I'm missing something or...
From the trailers, you know who the bad guy is.
Okay.
But what I will say is there are other elements that put pressure on the entire movie.
They didn't put, like... You know how some films, like, they put, like, almost every joke in the trailer just to make it seem appealing?
There are a lot of jokes that aren't in the trailers. But you know the main baddie from the trailer. Baddie. You know that person.
Baddie means something else in my culture,
and
but
from
I'll take it.
From some of the leak stuff from Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah, that's what I was worried
You
about.
know some of the connections, but what I will say is there are other elements that put pressure on the main characters. So it's not just one antagonist. There are multiple antagonists, which some of the people recapping the movie, I've heard that maybe there were too many, maybe there were too many things going on at the same time. I liked how many elements they had because the previews didn't add all of that stuff in.
I was genuinely concerned. Like, I hope they weren't trying to create some level of hype.
There are more people. I did not even see one of the antagonists. I didn't even see in any of the promos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I had no idea.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so I feel a little better.
Very cool. And the way, definitely, there are 2 post-credit scenes. I'm going to say that right now. I knew that going in. Everyone in the theater.
Every Marvel film has about 2 post-credit scenes.
Everyone in my theater, because we saw it opening night. Everyone in my theater was not prepared for the post-credit scene that happened because every single person goes
left.
No. As soon as the post-credit scene happened.
That was like the end of Avengers for my movie theater. Like everyone was like,
Right. So, that's all non-spoilers, that's all I'm going to say. I know number 1 fan Martin saw it. I know Pete, I had to tell him because he wanted to know.
I still might see it, so don't ruin it.
I'm not going to ruin it. I didn't want to ruin it to anybody. That's why
Ant-Man and Wasp, they go in. The secret guy, you have Ghost, and then you have the secret
bang, and then they're done.
The Orkin person comes in, and they're like, "Yo, where the bugs at?" And then
shush.
One of the best parts about Ant-Man that I really like though is that the element of at any given time the action can shrink and then go back to regular size and then grow and then shrink and then you know what I mean.
Okay,
so like
that's cool.
there are so many different things that can happen. So like. There are some fight scenes that involve normal size, mini size. So it's like all of these kind of elements can happen.
That's so cool.
And that's one of the things that can only happen in an Ant-Man movie versus like one of the reviewers of the movie that I was watching said that is an element that is only in an Ant-Man movie where you can be fighting like fists, like normal size, and then all of a sudden he can shrink to this big and then size, everything else comes into play. It's very cool.
I gotta see it.
Did you see for the promos for the movie and everything, like leading up, some of the stuff that they had, like that Paul Rudd attended, they were like mind trick rooms where you have 2 people walk in, and as you're walking in, you seem really small while the other person seems really big.
Oh yeah, they did promos for that. Yeah, that was really cool. It was kind of boring and stale as hell to watch, but it was great.
All right, guys.
Who did I meet this weekend?
We are out of time.
That guy from Steven Spielberg's movie. What's his name? I don't know.
She met the star from Ready Player One. We don't have enough time to discuss it even. We're out of time. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next week. As always, join our Facebook group. We continue all of our chats there.
Congrats
we'll see you guys
again to
next
Strong
week.
Style.
Congratulations, Strong Style. All right, good night, everybody.
Blessings on blessings, man.
Bye,